Right. No. Okay, I'm gonna go to Google Classroom. I want to go over something also. Okay. I just realized something today. First of all, can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back here on AP Capstone and I'm recording. And first of all, if you notice right here, I basically broke down the test into different parts. Okay. And so that you can understand that. On Monday, my big surprise. Wait, someone's coming in. Did Sadi come in? Is Sadi here? Okay, so anyways, I have all these different pieces that I broke down. On Monday, you're gonna have your first mock exam. I'm gonna have it second and third period so that if you need extra time, it'll run over into fourth. Okay, so have a good breakfast and come. You can have water or whatever. Okay, the reason why I'm doing it on Monday is because our exam is different. Our exam, okay, you practice. It has no madda to memorize. What it is technique. I would like to give 2 exams. This Monday or the Monday after that. Monday we take it, we get feedback, and then on the next Monday after that, تدربوا كمان مرة. Is that understood? Crap, let me, hold on.
Wait, what time did you say on Monday?
Second and third. استنى شوي. Hi, Elisaro. Oh, hi, Andre. Let me repeat the information.
Deanna, check when we have history because we're supposed to have a quiz, صح? Or some.
Well, I already
We have, yeah. What?
حجزت خلاص. Second and
We
third.
have our second. I have our second.
We
Did-
can't, Miss Kifa.
No, no, I'll talk to her. We're gonna reschedule.
بس Miss Kifa
We said
no.
In ايش?
خلاص, we'll talk to her. Maybe we can take it during break. I don't know.
Or take it somewhere.
ايش فيه؟
Okay.
we have a history quiz second period.
Okay, Sadi Aja, Lena,
Losers also. Hey, Miss.
hello, babies. Okay,
Okay.
let's do this again. Alisar, is she here? Hold on. Sorry.
Miss, what's the surprise you were
That's it.
wanting
We're all
to
gonna have
tell
a mock exam.
That's the surprise?
Yes. What do you
Miss
think?
Key, that's
I'm
so
not
mean.
Santa Claus.
That is so mean. Why would you say I have a surprise for you guys and tell us we have a Allah يسامحك.
Baby, I ain't Santa Claus. That's what I get. That's what I got. That's all I got.
I was actually
Allah
excited for
يسامحك.
what it's gonna be.
All right, listen, seriously. I Anya Dakhat. Okay. Again, on Monday, second and third period, we'll have your first mock exam. I want you focused on it because our exam is different. Our exam is based on technique and it's based on understanding. Fishmadda. Whatever's on the test, that is what you're going to be tested on. You have to practice it. So we're going to do that. Here are the dates. Issue dates. Yani, عندنا the 22nd, the 29th, and then after that is the 6th. Look, I don't give a damn. I'm going to do it on Monday, and I'm going to do it on the Monday after that. I don't care if I have to take y'all to wherever, you're going to do it. Is that understood? You have to practice. I want y'all to take it on Monday so I can start going over it. All of us could actually have a session after that where we go over our answers. And then we have super real mock exam the Monday after that. Does that make sense? Y'all need to practice. From what I saw yesterday, I saw the level of AI that you guys are using. Oh, hell no. Y'all need to practice. Okay. So I want to go back over the test again. Let me see what I got. I want to go over quiz A. Now, the first part of the exam, it never changes. The structure of the test never changes. The first part, you have to understand what the main idea is and what the argument is. Now, the part that everybody gets confused with is the claims and the argument and the line of reasoning. Okay? For those of y'all that just joined, inshallah, Monday, we're going to have our first mock exam on second and third periods. I'm going to set up a classroom. Y'all go in there. The idea is that y'all practice on this Monday. We give feedback throughout the week. We can debate. We can go over it. And we have another mock exam the Monday after that on the 29th. The reason is, and I've repeated it 85 times, is so that y'all understand it and you know how to approach it. And you can start asking me questions. I don't give a damn. All of y'all are practicing. I do not care. I don't know how y'all gonna do it. Y'all are gonna do it. Y'all, I've been running around chasing after y'all all year. We're gonna find a way to do it. Now, keep taking notes, and I want you to understand the format of the test, okay? And I'm also gonna teach you how to study, okay? If you notice, I gave you something called Quiz A, and this is stuff that I got directly off of College Board. And these are basically, these are articles that they will use or they have used, okay? I think we talked about the ditch GPS thing. No, we didn't. I would like to go over this a little bit, all right? Just so we keep understanding the test. Because this takes time. This is a different type of thinking. You're not going to understand it overnight. I would like debate, and I do want participation. Okay? Hold on a second. Okay. Now, I want y'all to look. احفظوا. All right. Remember these. They never change. Argument, main idea, or thesis. Line of reasoning, identifying the claims to build the argument. Okay? Evaluate the effectiveness of the evidence that the author uses to support the claims made in the argument. Understood? Now, when I get the paper, when I get this first part, what do? I look over it. Okay? So I get it and I start looking over it. All right. We have been able to come up with a few hacks with these group discussions. All right. I don't want, listen, I swear to God, if I'm online and all of y'all are playing games, I will know. Okay. Now, y'all better be participating and answer. All right. So,
How will you know?
huh?
How will you know?
I don't know. I have kids. I detect things. All right. So I'm looking over it. The first thing I'm going to do so I can hack it. Now, the first part is half an hour. The second part is 90 minutes. Now, here, y'all look at the resources at the end. Okay. This one has 6, if you look at it. And then, I'll get to you, Anya. I see that you have your hand raised. Look at this one. Hello, hand. Actually 3 articles I want to show you. Is the language skills, they did a pretty good job. They have a lot of resources. Okay, they have about 6 or 7. And then if you notice the types, so they did a good job. They seem to have done a good job of research. The second article, which is right here, is they also have about 6 resources, which is not bad. You want to get between 5, 8, and you want to make sure that, Yani, you just glance at them. What do they look like? Are they blogs? Are they social media pages? What level are there? I want to go back over this and take these notes. Remember, there are 5 tiers of information, okay? And the 5 tiers of information is, remember, we have academic journals, like stuff from universities where they did research. And then we have like things like National Geographic. And then we have things like CNN. And then we have things like BuzzFeed. And then the last level is going to be social media and blogs. Okay. This is, so you are gonna go through that. That is the effectiveness of evidence. All right? Now, and that's gonna be question 3 right here. All right? Now, with line of reasoning, this is tricky. This is a pain. And this is the one that you have to look through and you have to make sure that you get it right. All right? Did we read this? Or did I read it with someone else? Y'all there? All right,
Pretty sure we read this.
we did?
We did. We went over it.
Oh, yeah. We talked about how it makes you smarter or something stupid like that. Okay, let's go over in greed we trust. All right. Okay, looking over it. In greed we trust, it's not, the title could not particularly be the thesis, because remember how like this one, we sort of use the title America's Lacking Language Skill. It was partly part of this thesis. Okay, this one sort of gave us a clue what the thesis and or argument is. I would say this is more an argument than a thesis. In greed we trust. Okay, put that on the side. In greed we trust. What did they say that? Okay. What is this stupid monkey talking about? This is literally how I read tests. Okay. So I would go to the last 2 paragraphs. Who would like to read, please? Anyone?
I could read.
Okay.
خلاص ديانا can read.
بدك تقرأ اقرأ يا نصا.
ما بدي اقرأي.
طيب.
Go, Deanna. Read the last 2
Under A?
paragraphs. Yeah, because we're gonna try hack 1, which is we will use the conclusion to try to locate the argument and or thesis. Yella, go.
Okay. The term pleonexia is being used to diagnose pathological greed that can contribute to a host of ills, including stress, burnout, gambling addictions, compulsive shopping, affluenza, and a loss of moral grounding. American psychologist and greed treatment specialist David Farugai, whatever his name is, sees greed as a mistaken, empty, and short-sighted goal that maintains many seeds of destruction, in particular those that destroy families and marriages. Beyond that, in his article, Selfishness, Greed, and Counseling, a chronic orientation towards greed has been shown to result in inflexibility, anxiety, and diminished reality testing, all of which tarnish a person's overall experience of life.
I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna keep that last sentence in mind. If I had a pencil, let's annotate. Please work. I'm gonna think here. It seems to be that's what they're talking about. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna keep that in mind. All right, and so they got this planexia thing. All right, Yellow, let's get started. Who wants to read? Anyone? Miss Kifa can't read everything, y'all. Wait, who had their hand up? Anya,
Yeah.
did you have your hand up? Or what you want her to?
I still don't understand what the test is gonna be like, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right, going over again. Let's go back. So basically, they're going to give you the first piece. It's going to be this. Well, the first 3 questions are going to be here, right here. And the reason why I went to Google Classroom is that I've uploaded different articles. These will be the first 3 questions. Okay, they never change, and this is going to be half an hour. Now, some of the hacks that I've given people is that I've told them to go to the concluding paragraph, and I've also told them to look at the title. The title could and maybe identify the argument and or the thesis, whereas the concluding argument, because always you have a conclusion. People are going to sum up what they talked about. And this could more or less give you more clues on what they're trying to say. Because basically this test is do you know how to read something and to identify what they're talking about? And can you also tell us if they did the right research? Now, going down here, the other thing that we could talk about, if we notice here, guys, do you notice that there's a difference in resources? There's only one here. One. compared to the previous articles. Okay, because there's a question, effectiveness of evidence. This one had 6. So y'all need to be careful when y'all are looking at this. So let's go here. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna read. Okay, so Ms. Keefe is,
Wait, I have a question.
go
I
ahead.
have a question before you read. I don't get what we do with the resources that are given to us.
Maha, you have to see if they're effective. Remember how I just went over the tiers? Yani,
So I just can open them. Like I don't get why they're there.
that's a good question. You see, what I would look at is the type of resources that they use. Okay, hippocampal prefrontal processing of network typology. This is very obviously an academic paper. Now that's different than he put an article from BuzzFeed or a blogger. So the first one, academic paper. Second one, navigation related structural change. And hippocampi is a part of the brain of taxi drivers. Check, academic paper.
Wait, so we have to see if they're like reliable?
Yeah.
And if they're not, what do we do?
You're not, that's it. You're gonna sort of go through it. Like, think of yourself as a teacher, okay? And think about like, are they just filling up space, or did they actually do research?
Okay, but if they did, I'm saying like if they didn't do research, if they use BuzzFeed, what do I do?
You would,
Do I say the claim?
yeah.
Do I say the claims aren't valid?
Yeah, you would use your EOC terminology. You know, you would show College Board, hey, I know what's up, baby. And you'd be like, this is like a tier 3 resource, and it's speculative, it's questionable.
Can you repeat what tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 are?
I'll upload them. There's 5 different types of resources, okay? So the top one being academic research and journalists, you know, publications from different places. I have it on we took it first semester. Tier 4 would be things like National Geographic. I'll give you something. Please remind me at the end so I can upload something that's perfect. Because there's one that's inside the College Board book. Tier 3 would be things like CNN and Time. Tier 4 would be things like more biased stuff, you know? And then like tier 5 is like kiddie stuff, like social media and influencers who tend to be more, well, everybody's corporately funded. And then you see, like, look at this one, all right? We understand that it's from the New Internationalist. This is an actual article, but I really don't see anything at the end. So I have to be careful of that. Okay. And they could also use the things inside of the article itself. So Mrs. Kiva, when she approaches things, she's like, okay, what did John F. Shoemonkey write? All right, let's go over it. Recent years have seen the publication of a wide range of studies casting doubt on whether economic models aimed at increasing personal wealth and consumption are actually conducive to human happiness. What the heck did he just say? Somebody, anyone tell me.
Which sentence was it again?
The first one right here.
Does money affect happiness?
Very good. Okay, so basically economic models is just a fancy word of saying how you earn money. Okay. In fact, large-scale general survey of the United States found that from the early 1970s to the late 90s, the percentage of people who are very happy actually dropped from 34 to 30%, despite higher incomes, more possessions, and improved living standards. Okay, so this is a claim. Did he support it? He said it's from a general survey of the United States. Okay. Such findings are being hailed by social critics as proof that the greed economy is toxic to well-being. Here's claim 1. Okay. And that it is hastening our slide into a collective state of happy consciousness. as sociologists call it, so unhappy consciousness. But they may be missing the main point if indeed greed and unhappiness are the fire in the belly of the consumer economy. There is little doubt that the cultural satisfaction of greed is creating a deep existential void that cannot be filled. Whatever the degree of material indulgence, personal achievement, or private gratification, despite that this may actually be what is necessary to power greed economics. Can somebody tell me what greed economics is? Anybody? They've used this term a lot. Anyone?
Maybe the
What's the
need
term?
Say it again.
the need of wanting more money, like the satisfaction.
Mhm. Anyone else?
What was the term?
This is greed economics. What is greed
Oh,
economics?
does it mean يعني إنه when a company does unethical things to gain more money?
Mm-mm. What's happening here, what he's describing, are being held by social credit, prove that the greedy economy is toxic to well-being. Okay, we have that. This is more or less a claim. We have social critics, but he didn't say who. And that is hastening our slide into a collective state of unhappy consciousness. Okay, so basically what they're saying is that basically you feel fuller and you support the economy by trying to fill this void, okay? By buying things. Buying things is going to make you happy. All right. So basically here, there's little doubt that the cultural sanctification of greed is creating a deep existential void. Whatever the degree of material indulgence, okay, personal achievement, personal gratification, despite that this may actually be what is necessary to power. So the more that you feel that you're a loser, and the more that you feel people don't like you, the more that you power the economy. That's what they're saying. Now, the eminent sociologist Zygmunt Bauman writes in an insightful essay, The Self in a Consumer Society, that greed itself is changing in order to better serve consumer capitalism. In the past, Bauman says, greed was not constant because people's desires were still attached to needs and objects, as well as a credible social world, which meant that they tended to pause from time to time in satisfaction or reflection. Over time, however, consumer culture has upped consumptive capacity by honing its members to be immune to satisfaction. So basically, he's given, I want to see if any of you guys can identify the claim here and then identify the evidence for it. Thus, immediately ready to desire the next thing that comes along. In the modern age, desire desires desire, which is the basis for a new constant greed. This is pretty complicated. So I want to ask you guys, we've looked at already 3 sentences. Let me ask you this. Can you identify, let's start connecting dots. Can you identify claims? Can you identify evidence? Can you also, I want to go down here. Was our hack, did it help us?
Wait, in which paragraph are you referring to?
Wait, let me do something. I want to do a white screen. I'm going to take this. Chronic orientation has resulted in flexibility, anxiety, diminished reality. Okay, I put that as my start. Play it.
That'd be evidence to what he previously claimed.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna look at. Can y'all see this? Okay, I use that to start my thing. Let's go back up here, Habibi. Yalla. Can y'all identify, it's okay to think. We're not under any time. Can y'all identify any claims and or the evidence that he used for it? And the way that I would do that, now look, there's some more hacks that you could do. Summarize, get the main idea from this paragraph, the main idea from this paragraph. You could also say that the main idea for the paragraph is what is the claim, and then what evidence was used to back that up. I have 10 minutes. So let's go, if y'all want me to extend, I'll extend. But right now, here we go. Let's go through these 3 paragraphs, if you don't mind. Abdullah, you have your hand raised?
Yeah, can I tell you what I think the claim is?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think he's trying to say that in modern times, people are following the root of money. They're not connected to other things, maybe. And if you look at the introduction, at the title, it says "In greed we trust," basically meaning like what's written on the dollar bill, "In God we trust," greed. You know, like literally, in greed we trust.
But let me ask you, let's hone in a little bit more. So we got the general idea. Can somebody give me the main idea and or claim and or if there was any evidence used here? And let's go to first paragraph.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is there supposed to be a claim and evidence in each paragraph?
More or less, yeah. Sometimes,
So I'm gonna it has like in this page alone, there's 5 paragraphs. So I have to have 5 claims and 5 evidences backing it up.
sometimes you're gonna have more, but they're gonna, like, let's say if there's 10 claims, they're gonna ask you, they're gonna, for a good grade, you're gonna be held to 6.
But they'll say how many claims we need for each question.
That's why I'm trying to teach all this technique. I thought maybe it'd help more if we go paragraph by paragraph and then you like look for the main idea.
Is it okay if we don't find like a claim in one of the paragraphs?
No, they always give you these type of articles, these complicated, boring, ugly articles. That's what they're gonna give you. That's why I call them monkey articles, because I can't sip all the time, okay? So it's like, I mean, you know, these are like super scientific, fact-based articles. All right? يعني انتوا لاحظوا عليهم كلهم. They're not entertaining. It's all like this. So let's try before the time is out. Can somebody go to paragraph 1 and tell me, okay, Andrew, you wrote more money, less happiness. Okay, very good. Okay, do you see anything? Okay, you came to this conclusion from reading this paragraph. What is the evidence that they use to support that?
The large-scale general survey of the United States.
All right. So let's go back to my white screen. And right here, you would write more money, more happiness. In paragraph 1. Okay, just because I'm an English teacher doesn't mean I can spell it right. The author claims that, what is it? More money equals, what was it, Andrew?
More money equals less happiness.
Less happiness. The evidence that he used, listen, I'm gonna model now. Next article, you guys are gonna do it, okay? I might do it tomorrow. The evidence that was provided.
Wait, I don't get it. You just want us to take out the claim in each paragraph?
Yeah, for now, we have to learn the methodology. Okay, look, whenever I teach testing, okay, each test is different, each test has different approaches. All right, and I'll also show you answers from other students who scored highly. All right, in paragraph 1, the author claims that more money equals less happiness. The evidence that was provided was a general survey in the US that said, what did it say? Okay, that said, in fact, found that the percentage of people are very happy actually dropped. Okay. So I would add that, you know, actually dropped from 34 to despite higher incomes. All right. Paragraph 2. What is the claim and or main idea, and what evidence did they use to support that? What is the main idea here? Anyone?
I can try.
Go for it. Yellow.
I think it's the third sentence where it says, if indeed greed and unhappiness are the fire in the belly of a consumer economy.
Okay, good approach. All right, so greed and
Wait, which paragraph?
Why is it wrong?
Mm-mm. No, it's not.
Oh.
You could also approach it. There's little doubt. It's creating it is the power behind. Well, you said the fire in the belly, so good. It is the power behind greed economics. Okay, so we could say that. In paragraph 2, I'm gonna get some more so y'all can learn how to write. Let me ask you something else. Is there evidence here for what he's saying? Go ahead, Deanna.
No, I have a question. Is there only one right main idea? Like I said one, you said one. Like, is there only one right one?
No, what do you think? Well, no, relax. I like to see how you guys think. Tell me, what do you see?
No, I'm still reading it and stuff. But I'm just asking in general in the test. What is it only one right answer? Or right multiple?
No, look, this is gonna be, I mean, look, whenever you're writing or discussing, it's gonna be subjective, and this is why I want you to go after the facts or the actual words that are used in the paragraph, you know? Because you don't want it to be so subjective, like you're just like literally pulling stuff out. Medic?
Let's check the chat. I sent the answer.
In the chat, sure. If you have too much money, you stay being greedy. Oh, that's a good one. So you're saying it increases greediness. So what we're saying, so it's the fire in the belly. So let's go back. So to add to our argument, in paragraph 1, the author claims that more money equals happiness. The evidence that was provided was a general survey. Crap, I can't fix it. In the US it said 34%. And so what are you saying, Malik? That
That if a person has too much money, that they've turned greedy and they start being like unhappy, like how they quote it.
the more the money. Let's call it dissatisfaction. Or how about actually, because we don't want to repeat this first sentence, that the more the money, the more that it just keeps increasing. Okay, that there's an increase. We've established here that the correlation between money equals less happiness, and the pursuit of more money just makes people, does not increases its dissatisfaction.
can we also say that like the more money people have, like they just don't know what to do with their life anymore?
You could say that. Oh, freak. I just do. What is this? All right, how much time do I have? Less than a minute. I'm gonna send another link, okay? Yellow. I'm signing off. What account did I use for this? Yellow, bye. I'll send another link.